I think Boomer was going to give me a jet ski, but I don't really need a jet ski because I've got a boat. I don't know how much I would use it. You've got the 2 young boys. Perfect. You live close enough to the water. You got to ask Boomer about the jet ski. Just flat out ask him, can I have those jet skis? And you were reluctant.
And I didn't.
Right. So you didn't ask him.
I
you
did
never
not.
asked.
I did not. He apparently word got back to him that I was interested in a jet ski, and so he did offer.
So this is the funny part. There was a couple of tweets that went to Boomer during that thing because you were nervous or uncomfortable.
Not nervous.
Rather.
That's not something I would ask
Uncomfortable.
For. Yes.
Yeah, you were uncomfortable asking about the jet ski, and then someone put your head on that guy in the Tiger King documentary on the jet ski and said, this is never going to get back to Boomer.
I forgot about that. That's funny.
So all this happened. So obviously it got back to him either on Twitter or somebody else. All right, so he reached out to you and he said...
Well, doing the show last week,
okay,
he offered the jet ski to me last week, and I wasn't 100% sure he was serious or not. As it turned out, we continued the discussion off the air, and he was serious. So long story short, after we worked out all the details, I went and picked it up yesterday. So I went out to Long Island to get it, Long Island. Now, keep in mind,
hold on.
Yeah.
Long Island, because there's a couple of places that Boomer could be at.
Not as far as we thought it would be.
Okay, so it wasn't the house that's
it was an hour
out east than me.
No. It was an hour, 20 minutes from my house.
Okay,
without
so I know.
traffic.
All right. So we're talking about the Nassau County residence.
Okay. No, it was at an office complex.
Oh.
It was brought.
The jet skis at the office.
Well, okay. No, he brought it to. Long story short, he got it much closer to where I live.
All right, very good.
So keep in mind, as I go to pick this up, as I'm driving out there, it hits me. I've never driven with a hitch and a tow. And here I am, an hour and 20 minutes away. I got to figure out my way back to New Jersey with this thing. So I pull up and I see it. It's ready to go. It's a double wide hitch that can hold 2 jet skis.
Are 2 on there?
No, one.
Just one.
Which is great. Awesome. So as I'm looking at it, my first thought is, oh, this is a bad idea. Like, how the hell am I going to drive this thing on the Belt Parkway home? All right, whatever.
Can you even tow something on a parkway? Like, there's rules.
I don't know,
about
but I
that stuff,
did.
too.
I have no idea, but I did. You can't?
I don't know. There's different rules. I have no idea.
Is that true? Bob's telling me you couldn't. I never even gave that a thought. I just assumed you can.
Yeah, there's certain things in trucks and towing stuff.
Really?
And on parkways. I'm not sure, but it sounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so I really got away with one then. Okay, I did not know that. I honestly just assumed whatever. I mean, especially on the Belt Parkway or along the water, I would think people are going there.
Just on the Belt Parkway, towing a jet ski, having a couple of beers.
Maybe that. All right, so maybe that's why what happened to me on the way back. So my first issue was I had to get through a small town to get to the southern state. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this small town now. Rich Hahn, who was helping me out with this, he's like, all right, so
Richie
is the best. The absolute best.
If every person in America was like Rich Hahn, we would not hate each other.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
So he's looking at me, he goes, you look a little apprehensive. I'm like, oh, I never drove with one of these on the back of a truck. Not to mention, I got my wife's Ford Expedition, which is big enough into itself. I'm looking out the window once we hitched this thing. The thing felt like it was a mile behind me, number one. Yeah. So number two, he's like, all right, so the best thing you're going to do is you're going to look in your rearview mirror on your passenger side. Just make sure the wheel doesn't go beyond the white line. I'm like, oh, boy. He goes, but not too far close to the white line because then the wheel on the left side might be in the other lane. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to give this a try, Rich. If I have a problem, I might be back in 10 minutes. Long story short, I figured out my way to the southern state. I get on the southern state. Could not have been better timing. There was no one coming. So I get on the southern state. I had right in the right lane. No issues. I'm doing 40 miles an hour. No problem.
I don't think you're allowed to tow anything on the southern state either.
That too?
Yeah, it's a parkway.
I honestly didn't know this. So was I not allowed on the Garden State Parkway with this too then? In New Jersey?
I don't know about New Jersey.
Probably should check these laws, huh?
I'm not 100% positive. I'm not.
I got to be honest with you, Greg. It never even crossed my mind.
Yeah.
This is news to me. Whatever. I get on the Belt Parkway, lots of traffic. I said, you know what? This is perfect because I'm going to drive slowly. We're not really going very far. Not a big deal. Until we start moving. And I'm not going beyond 35, 40 because on the Belt Parkway in the right lane, those sewer grates are like down and into the pavement. So every time I would hit one, boom, and you see the jet ski bouncing that hitch behind me. So I get to a point where I'm slightly nervous, but I'm going slow enough to where I feel comfortable enough to where a guy passes me in a BMW SUV, rolls down the window. Now, my window's up. I got the air conditioning on, but he rolls down the window, reaches across, gives me the finger, and just tells me where to go. I'll leave it there, and then zoom past me.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, what am I doing? Well, clearly, if it's illegal to be on this parkway, that at least tells some of the story.
So I'm just looking up now. It doesn't look like you're allowed to be on the New York parkways with a trailer. The Garden State Parkway, I think, is okay as long as you don't have commercial plates. That's what I'm coming up with on a quick Google search.
Okay, good. So I was good in New Jersey, but I wasn't good. All right, my bad. I had no idea. You know the part of the Belt Parkway that overlooks the subway cars?
Sure, yeah.
So that gets really...
Is there a jet ski on top of a subway car right now?
No, there's not. So that gets really tight right there. Okay. So at one point, I'm like, all right, I got this. I'm good. And I see out of the corner of my eye, like what looked like flames. So I look in the rearview mirror, and I was rubbing against the part of the wheel.
Oh no, sparks!
Yes. It wasn't for more than 2 seconds, but
so
it
like
felt
the
like
wheel
5
well,
minutes.
the wheel well against like a guardrail.
Yeah. So I was able. I got that off that. So that was issue number 2, and then number 3 was I finally get the thing home. Not so easy to back that thing up into the driveway.
Oh, that isn't, yeah. Unless you have experience with that.
This thing's jackhammering left. It took me 10 minutes easy to realize I can't do this. Luckily enough, my neighbor Rich had one, and he sees me struggling. He's like, you need some help? I'm like, yep. And I get out. He goes, oh, you want me to drive it? I'm like, yep. So he was good enough to help me out. And, of course, little smartass that he is, no problem, bings it right back into the driveway, reversed it right in. We've got it in fine, all good. But, yeah, dude, that was an hour and 20 there, 2.5 hours home. And there were points where I was ready to just pull over and unhitch it and go.
Wow.
But I got it. I did make it, and I'm embarrassed to say I did not realize I was not supposed to be driving that on the parkway. But
now, what about...
And I passed 3 cops, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about it. I don't know. Or maybe I could be wrong. We might be getting calls on this.
I honestly I would not have even thought to have checked. I would have just thought that's a recreational vehicle heading to the beach or the water. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I might be wrong about it. Honestly, I'm not. That popped in my mind. I might be wrong. I'm sure someone will know and call and whatever.
Dude, the guy in the BMW was so mean.
Yeah, that's generally the way it goes.
My God, he was angry.
So you're gonna have this jet ski and this trailer now at your house?
Yeah. So I got to figure out how I'm going to store it for the winter, but I already know where I'm going to dock it in the spring and in the summer, and looking forward to it. I think you got to be 16 in New Jersey. My son turned 16 this fall, so it'd be perfect for next year.
That is great.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to use it this month still?
I don't think so. I mean, got the Cowboys are starting. We're busy here. I got travel baseball. I don't see us getting it in the water until, like I say, probably next summer.
Oh, okay.
And I think we'll use it a lot, but not till next summer.
And you boys are probably thrilled, right?
I mean, Matthew can't wait. I mean, like I said, he's going to turn 16 in October, and it's perfect, and it's a 2-seat wave run. Like, it's awesome.
Nice.
It couldn't be better. So he's pretty fired up about it. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Was there damage on the trailer when you looked at it?
When I tell you it was again, it felt like 5 minutes because I saw it happening in real time. It was 2 seconds. It wasn't that big a deal. But when you see I've told you the story when I bought the Jeep when I was 18.
Yeah.
Right? When I dropped the plow on the Garden State Parkway by mistake and sparks was flying and I didn't know how to get the plow back up. This was shades of that from, 25 years ago.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's great. I'm glad that it worked out well and you got a good story. I would have been freaking out, too, because anytime I need to tow something, I call on a friend. A couple of times that I've had to tow the boat, but generally it just stays at the marina. I just call a friend. And then these guys who do this, that's the other thing. I'm scared when they're making these turns. They don't even care. They're just like, yeah, no problem. The boat's like flying around the back, and they nail it every time.
I found, because I was concerned about that too, getting off the southern state to go pick it up. I mean, it was a big roundabout. And I'm like, oh my God, if I got to tow this thing around this, what is that? But it was much easier. It was just kind of right on heading back towards home. But not as bad as, you know what? Towing it was not nearly as bad as I thought when I pulled up next to it. I really was freaking out. Like, I might just go home.
I'm surprised you didn't tell me you were going to go do this yesterday, because were you like worried about how it was going to go, or whether you're going to take it, or what?
You know what? I didn't really think much about it, actually. So, no, it was in the calendar, ready to go. Yeah. And a lot of driving yesterday, because I had to go home to pick up Joseph from school and then head back out.
Right.
But, you know, whatever. It wasn't that big a deal. It was fine.
All right, very good. Well, you got yourself a jet ski now, and that's all that matters. And you're going to love it, and you're going to enjoy it. You should get out there in September. That'd be my only thing. If you could find a day to do it in September, you do.
But then I got to back it back up in the driveway when I'm done with it.
Yeah, but it's a good time to practice, man, so you're all ready for next season.
I suppose. You know?
It's the best time to be ready for it, so you don't have that anxiety about how the hell am I going to do.
Well, here's the way I look at it. Bring it to the marina, dock it for the summer, which I plan to do, and then I just got to figure it out next September.
Right. Don't be the guy with trailers every time. Get yourself a slip so you can get in and out of there.
The only time I would do that is if we wind up with, a beach house down the Jersey Shore or something for a week or two. Then I would bring it down. But no. That's going to stay. I already found the place. We're all good. Bring it, leave it, pick it back up in September.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the red bell so you're notified when we have new content.